Right guys, so we're back again, and we're going to get a shoulder and tri session in with Manson, who's currently 2 bros. Can't remember which classic class it is that he won, but anyway, he won the British Classic. So got Dylan in to train shoulders with me, and one of my clients, Josh, he mentioned that all I ever post is shoulder days on YouTube. So here's another one for you. So yeah, we're going to crack on with that. I don't think there's a lot of change. All there is, we swapped out the Smith machine, basically just maxed out the hammer strength shoulder press and decided to use something different. So we're going to do Smith machine press today. We're keeping in the Panata, side raise, so over there, and then, yeah, so it's relatively similar. So I don't know where we were last time we done the shoulder video, but I backed away from heavy tricep loading. I was just getting tendon issues, elbow issues, everything after that. So when you're close grip pressing like 4 plates, over time that tension is going to kind of build up, and you're going to get that inflammation in the joints and whatnot. So moved away from that, kind of keep it more pumpy kind of work, just getting as much blood into the tricep as we can. We'll still do a tricep press by the way of the Cybex pushdown. So we'll do that, but we're only going to do like just your standard like Flex magazine style 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 12 to 15 reps. And we're just trying to engorge the tricep as much as we possibly can. So that's the goal, tricep wise. I think it's been 3 weeks since we last done these. So off-season wise, everything's kind of going really well. We've done a back off week 2 weeks ago, kind of refreshed the body a wee bit. There was markers left, right, and centre that we needed to pull back. So we've come back from that. Had a mad week last week in terms of training. That was probably some of the best sessions we've ever done. And it's kind of definitely translated into my physique. I'm definitely noticing more size, more fullness, more shape coming through now. So we're very, very deep into the off season now. So it's the appetite isn't the best and hunger isn't quite there. So, but everything's still moving as we need it to. I've been in this position before, and yeah, it's just a case of just pushing through and just kind of getting this off season done. So we've still got a long while yet. So I better get used to feeling full all the time. So yeah, see what numbers we can get with this, and I hope you enjoy. Take some stuff away from it. Cut that better. Cheers, guys. So we're going to be doing one working set, and then after the working set, do a triple drop. So just take the drops. We're not trying to record what we're doing drop wise. We've done 90 last week for 15, I think. So goal for me, I think, is just to tidy that up a wee bit. I don't care about adding more reps onto that. I remember last week being a little bit, not sloppy, but not perfect. So yeah, I'm trying to, when I'm doing any kind of lateral raise exercise, I'm trying to bring, for myself, this isn't apply to everyone, is bring the dumbbell out almost in front. That's where I find like my groove for my shoulders rather than like out to the side. People are saying like it's probably a bit more front delt, but for me, I just feel it a little bit more when I bring the dumbbells out in front of me, so I can actually see the line of sight in my hands. Stop. Okay. Get working, do that again. Hold. Nice, that again. Right up, go. Good, again. Up. Yeah, back down. Up, go, 3, 4, 1. 2. Nice, good job, man. Nice elbow. Big squeeze. Right. Again, all the way. Give me 3 passes on that go. 1, 2, 3. Nice, good. Here you go. Aye, so see if it's too upright, when it's too much rotator cuff. So that, for me, that's like a natural kind of movement. Whereas I feel if it's too high, I'm kind of like this. Push it that way. So we do 1 working set, 6 to 10 reps, and then we'll do a drop set where each drop will change the working tempo. So start with 6-second negatives with the first drop, 6-second positives with the second drop, and then a static hold until we can't hold it anymore. So we're just trying to rinse, because we're only doing 1 working set and we're limiting the volume. We want to condense as much work into a short space of time as possible. So that's why we're pushing the intensity up via adding tempo changes to the drop set itself. So drop the 15s off the first drop, 6-second negatives for that. Drop the 20 off, 6-second positives for that, and then a static single plate.
Are you going to failure of the
I have every single one.
Get on!
we do 4 sets, 25 reps. So it'll just be I go, you go, I go for 4 sets, like minimal rest, just to get as much fucking blood into the rear delt as possible. So. When training rear delts, everyone has a specific angle which they'll work at. I mean, Dylan's angle is slightly different to mine, but I find an angle just above shoulder height that's perfect for me to kind of really focus on the rear delt, whereas someone else might like something a little bit further down. So because it's such a small muscle, you want to find that perfect groove, and everyone has a different groove. So it's about kind of playing with that angle just to find it, and then once you have it, that's where you can rinse it with like the pump work that we just did there. So we're going to do one working set again, 12 to 15 reps, just going to all out failure, maybe throw in some partials at the end, so nothing fancy. So we've done, say Dylan there, we can condense the sets as much as possible, but we've already done that with the first 2 exercises. Used like a kind of pump technique with the rear delt, so now we're just trying to get that last little bit out of the side delt. I find that in the past where I've done 3, 4, 5 sets, it's just too much on my shoulder. I need that lower volume, slightly higher weight approach to get that kind of volumization through. Big negative now. So the last shoulder that we do today is one set of rear delt flies, just to kind of finish off. Again, just like I said, we're just trying to rinse that last little bit of energy out of the shoulder and just get maximal poundage in one set. There's another example there where everyone's got different biomechanics, so the angles that we were using there are slightly different. So again, I take away from what I said downstairs. Everyone should try and find that perfect groove when training rear delts, because everyone does have that different setup. So I've kind of documented quite a few times in my videos is that in recent years, months, started to move away from the kind of really heavy loading for triceps. Just keep it to trying to get as much blood into them as possible. Just to keep that tension building up over the joints and that inflammation over the joints, because you know you're pressing on a Monday. I mean, with certain, like for instance barbell squats, you're stabilizing the weight, having your arms up here, everything's stabilizing, staying solid. So again, you're taxing the tricep tendons in that position. Do them again on a Thursday, and if you're just say doing a pullover movement for back as well, you're taxing the tricep there as well. So I'm trying to really limit the poundages that I'm using now, and just really focus on the contraction, really focus on the stretch, the squeeze, all that kind of cliche stuff that kind of people have been moving away from. But when it comes for me now, tricep training and bicep training as well, it's like the most important part is the execution. So we can get that nailed, build up as much connection as possible. That to me is what's going to build that kind of round, bubbly look to the arms, which I think everyone wants. With cable work, pretty much everything bar like a depth variation for myself is a cable movement. Again, I just feel that having that continual tension throughout the lift is what kind of allows me to connect with the tricep the most, allows me to stretch it the most, rather than focusing kind of stabilising a free weight like in a French press or a skull crusher. Those kind of movements, I just feel like I do get a little bit of tricep involvement, but it's not an intense, it's not like 100% through the lift. I just feel kind of the tension shifts between muscle groups when I'm doing those kind of movements. So I prefer to use the cable movements where I can just keep that rhythm, keep that groove throughout the whole lift. So I'll do the cross body cuff tricep extensions, that's what I call it. Here I'm trying to put the angle of the cable coming down, so that's the angle that I want my hands to follow the whole way, so you're not manoeuvring the shoulder, you keep the shoulder locked, coming down to that diagonal movement. You can see what Dylan's doing with that kind of X. So we're sticking to the theme, 3 sets, probably go 12 reps each set, no failure stuff. Just really trying to finish off the try. So yeah, since swapping over to this method of training triceps, definitely get less pain in my tricep. Still getting a wee bit obviously from my chest day and stuff, and also we had a press in there as well, but shifting to that kind of style has definitely kind of allowed things to heal a little bit faster. So. Next that wraps up on our shoulders and triceps, and yeah, it's obviously different dynamic when you train with someone new. So I've never actually trained with Dylan before, so yeah, every training duo kind of has like an energy that goes with it. So it was obviously good to get Dylan in and kind of just give him like my points of view on certain things, and because I know he trains slightly different to me, so I like bringing someone completely new in to kind of just bounce ideas off each other. So I mean, in bodybuilding, there's like a million different ways you can do everything, and you know, it's good to get that kind of perspective from someone else, especially someone who competes in a different bodybuilding class. So it's the classic guys. Some of them train differently to stay super heavy because they're not chasing that level of mass, so they have to kind of tweak their training a wee bit. So I think Dylan covered a wee bit of that in the training. But anyway, so that wraps that up, and I promise I'll keep the shoulder sessions to a minimum going forward with YouTube. But yeah, hopefully you took something away from that, and just remember to kind of subscribe, like, comment, all that sort of stuff. And remember to fire through questions as well, because I want to answer some of them during the training session if anything comes through. So just fire everything across and I'll answer it when it comes in. Cheers guys.